What's up, Dad? What's up, Dad? What's up? What's up, Dad? What's up?
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
What's up, everybody? We are here at the What's Up, Dad podcast. This is the inaugural, and how do you say that?
Inaugural,
and that sounds like a piece of sushi. This is the inaugural podcast with a third person on it. So we got Ryan here, and we have Jason Dunn here with us, which we're super excited about. Also, the inaugural version of the 3-person setup that we have here. So
nice.
A lot of good stuff happening. Really excited to crack it open. Jason, you want to introduce yourself, and then we'll hop into it.
I'm Jason Dunn, father of 2 girls and 1 boy. I live here in Dublin, Ohio, or / Hilliard. It's me.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks. So as we all know, and you guys are going to see things differently, usually behind the scenes, you would not see us fumbling around with our cell phones as we're going through stuff, or what now we have is a cheat sheet. So if we're looking down and everything, then that's what it's going to be. So we're going to pull the cheat sheet out and hop right into it. Please tell me, what's your highest bowling score?
Phew. 265.
265. You've been bowling all your life?
No.
Is that with
No.
handicap?
We got an avid bowler over here.
Yeah, I bowl too. Yeah.
Really?
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Okay.
Look at that.
240. I think 240, 245. Yeah.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
handicap.
Yeah, I'm actually going tomorrow.
Wait. Hold on. No. You're going to so what is your handicap then if you're
I don't know, 30, 20, something like that.
Okay, you got me beat. Yeah.
No. So that means you shot like a 210.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Just trying to understand handicaps
Yeah.
here. All right.
Yeah, I'm at like a 62.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was with a no handicap, the 265.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that'd been like a
It was just a
312.
Well,
With a hand, I'm just saying,
Illegal,
right?
yeah.
That'd be like the most illegal game ever, right? At the end of the day. That's cool. Okay. So do some bowling. Do you have like multiple bowling balls? I have to know
I got
this.
2.
Two of them.
I used 1.
Okay. Next question.
Yeah.
And this is something that burns because I do bowl. Bowling runs in my family, wildly enough. Do you wear the little booty on your shoe
No.
when you walk away from the lane?
No, I did so I've been in this league for going on 3 years, I think. And when I first bought the shoes and the bag and the balls, I was trying to protect, and now it's just like,
You're just committed. You're just
Yeah,
committed.
yeah, I am.
Okay.
Do
So
you wear the booty? Why are you asking about the booty?
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I am not going
Every
to
time you leave the lane.
No. So like if I'm walking away from the seated area,
Okay.
I'll put it on. So I don't have to care about where I step.
Okay.
Mind you, league play, it's not a big deal if we ever do a league again because, kids are not running around usually. But man, if I'm taking my kids, I don't want to ruin my shoes.
Okay.
You spend enough on them, right? I mean, I have cheap shoes, but I need them to stay cheap and good for as long as possible. That's kind of my thoughts.
Understandable.
And I don't know how many times I've ever been yelled at by my grandfather. Cover that up. I'm like walking around. It's okay. Like I did nothing.
I've never seen the booty. I don't know what it even looks like. I've
Oh,
never
It's
seen
just,
it.
like a shower cap, but it's for your foot.
Okay.
Your foot.
And you put it on.
On your which foot would you put it on? Do you even know?
No, I've never seen it.
Slide foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A foot. And as long as you're
I don't think I really slide. I think it's more of like I just
I just walk back. I mean,
just
what?
plant-
Why?
No, you say it's when you're so you want to
Yeah.
keep it so it is
This is while you're throwing the ball.
Yeah.
while you're throwing the ball. So when
Okay.
you go, you slide.
Yeah.
And you're not getting stuck. So when
Yeah.
you get it, you step on water, you go get something to
Gotcha,
drink, you go to the bathroom. That's the last thing you
Yeah.
want.
So
you
it
wanna be
makes
able to-
sense why he uses it.
Absolutely. Now, I mean, I'm glad you guys didn't ask me what my handicap is. So
What is your handicap?
I don't know anymore.
What was it?
We were in like the 20s.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm pretty I enjoy bowling.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
You guys
I don't believe it.
Yeah. I haven't bowled in a
I
long
actually have
time.
my bowling balls in the car, so
Whoa.
You're ready anytime.
Yeah. Oh, you are ready to go.
You did Thursday nights, right?
Yeah.
Thursday night, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fun. That's fun. Where do you bowl at?
Wayne Webb,
Oh, the big one.
over on South High.
That's the big bowling alley, right? Yeah, that's the big one. Funny enough, I've never bowled there.
Yeah,
I've never bowled there.
the guys in this league, man, you would think the PBA like promotes and broadcasts there because some of them guys are like.
Have you ever gone to a tournament before? You did tournament bowling though. But is
Scotch Devils, Junior. Yeah.
Really?
Scotch Devils before?
I don't even know what you just said.
Oh.
he made something up. I swear he made it up. Last time you made
Google it. Google
I'm
Scotch
gonna have to
Devils.
Google it. We're going to Google it right now.
When you have a partner and you guys are playing ball to ball, so first ball me, second ball you, and then back and forth.
Okay, no, I haven't.
You never played it?
No.
As most people probably. No, I'm just kidding. No. But you know what's funny though about that, and we'll move to the next step. But this was not going to be a bowling talk tonight, but I just had to break that open with it because you've talked about it before. If you've never gone to a real tournament before, I've sat through a real tournament with my grandfather. Oh, the amount of bowling they do over like a 3 to 5 day period is absolutely asinine.
Yeah.
Like they'll bowl like 50 games.
Yeah.
And you know, so guys can bowl good for like 5, 7.
Yeah.
When you bowl like 50 games, you're just like, you're exhausted. You're broken down. That's why like finger tape is a real thing. That's why these guys bowling balls look like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just a weird perspective. Most people don't realize that, you know, and the oil pattern changes in the perspective. Like, I think it's a very looked at sport from like how not necessarily physically demanding, but how complex it can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but on the flip side too, if you figure out a pattern, it's like, you know, there's nothing to it either.
Oh, those guys there get mad over if their strike didn't hit the way they wanted to.
Even if it's a strike.
I get a strike. I'm like,
yeah.
I feel that. That's funny. All right. Next question, because we break this open with some really interesting questions. And honestly, it's funny you put this trail mix. Do you like the little black, like the flat, or is that the type of trail mix with like the Chex mix and stuff in there? Are we talking trail mix that has like raisins and peanuts and stuff in it? Like, are you the bad trail mix?
So I think it's Aldi. I think it is Aldi. We discovered that they have a trail mix that has it's s'mores flavored.
Okay.
Whoa.
And so there's no Chex mix. It's just peanuts and little chocolate chunks and little graham crackers. And they say it's marshmallows, but it looks like white chocolate. And it's just good at town.
So it's not trail mix then. You're eating like
Oh, it's trail mix. It says trail mix.
It says trail mix on it.
All right. I was just curious because I had like a upfront argument of Chex mix, trail mix with my daughters, and it was really weird because nobody likes the little, the black sourdough pieces.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
Those are my favorite.
They are.
I love
It wasn't until we got older when we could buy it that they have full bags of those things,
Yeah.
but they don't taste the same as if they're in the trail mix, Chex mix bag.
Agreed.
Like,
and if they're black, they're bad. If they're actually brown.
like, you're exactly
Black. I wouldn't eat them if they're black.
It's like, wow, why does that not taste weird? It's because it's burned.
Yeah.
It's actually burned. Yeah. They should have tossed that one, but they didn't.
They should make a bag of just those.
Yeah.
Like just those.
But they
do.
do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They do?
They
Yeah.
do. They don't taste the same if they're not like.
It's like a bold flavor is what it's.
It's not even close.
It's better if you can find it in there. Like you're trying to found it.
It's like that treat in the cereal box.
And then the rest you just dump it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I'm done with that bag now. Like there's 7/8 left. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of done at this point in time. That's funny. Okay. All right, cool. I know one of the things, and we don't have to talk about this tonight, but I want to say when you gave your testimony the other night, that was fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
Love it.
Yeah,
And was that your first time giving it?
No.
Okay. So on this podcast, we're not going to like necessarily jump into those things with guys, but at the end of the day, like anytime, like that's the goal, was to have an understanding of people and give kudos to that. But what I would encourage is, if you are a guy out there and you are curious in a way of like asking, or you're open to it, I would definitely like share that, man, because it's an unbelievable testimony.
Yeah.
And guys, if you're going through things, we would all share our testimony, but the reality of it is you're gonna make fun of me. I'm like, my eyes.
I wasn't gonna say anything. He's
Gosh, I get emotion. I get like compassionate about something, and my eyes like water, like I'm crying.
See his eyes, see how they changed,
glazing over. Yeah, I get made fun of. I've been made fun of since grade school, and now I'm as an adult. Here we go. Even my wife starts making fun of me about it. She's like,
I'd never make fun of anybody.
It's
I'm an open book when it comes to it, but I'm also a little hesitant sometimes because of, like, if you would really hear everything that I went through and did, like, I'm scared to turn people away from, you know what I mean? Because, like,
sure,
sure.
But it's your story, and I mean, as you go through it and you continue to grow in your faith, you will find ways to have communication with others, because what we don't realize is one day there will be some person that you will cross paths with, and your regular testimony will not be what had provided that perspective.
Yeah.
So, just something, and it was actually nice to hear you say, like, I kind of dialed this back so I can try to get through it, not because I don't want to hear it, because I would have no problem hearing about that. Like, I lost my brother to addiction. So it's like, and he did some bad things, you know what I mean? And dealt with things and did a lot of stuff in his life. And so, it's, there's a lot more people that deal with stuff like that than we realize. You know what I mean? And two, we've talked about this before, not everything has to be about that either, because Christ is in your life for other reasons too. You and your marriage and your family and so much more, because he doesn't stop either.
Yeah.
Like,
Amen.
This is where he's at, and he meets you, but you're going to feel him and be with him every single day. And it's the next thing. Amen. So with that, bringing that in perspective, it's like, I always look at it from like, what is going to be the next topic or conversation that we're going to have that's going to be, bring that next person across, So nonetheless, you got anything you want to add to any of this?
Yeah, no, that's great.
Are you crying now?
I'm crying over here. I'm doing good. Love that favorite food is Mexican, because one of my favorite foods is Mexican as well. So, what's your go-to Mexican dish?
Mexican dish or Mexican place?
Place.
Either. Place.
Either, yeah.
Don't say Chipotle. Don't say Chipotle.
That's not Mexican.
Actually going to run for the border and go to Taco Bell.
I would honestly take that over Chipotle. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, there for a while, actually still might be my favorite is Chewy's.
Oh, Chewy's.
Yeah,
that's
love
good.
Some good Chewy's. Yeah.
Do you like the queso there? Because I don't know.
The queso is like hit and miss sometimes. It's a lot of times I'll get the queso for the girls because they're not big into spice, and then
it's lacking.
I'll take a little bit of the cheese and throw it in their salsa. And
you strike me as a burrito guy. You get a burrito?
Fajitas, actually.
Fajitas, okay.
But I'll never turn down a burrito.
Yeah.
If you put a burrito in my face, I'm 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my back.
You're gonna eat that burrito. We're gonna chow down. All right.
Fajitas are good because you can do whatever you want to do with it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel that.
What about you? What's your go-to?
I mean, fajitas are good. Burritos for sure. I was kind of like projecting on you. I'm like, say burrito. I'm a big queso fan. We go to this place called Chili Verde.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've been there. Polaris.
Mm-hmm.
We know the folks over there. They have a great queso, homemade chips.
Really?
So
Chili Verde?
Chili Verde.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
It's good stuff.
And I'm not crying about the Mexican. There's something in my eye. I'm sorry.
I just want some queso.
Just give it to me.
No, my favorite place anytime they have queso is when they'll have like the extra chorizo or something that like they're topping it. Like it's like do you want queso or do you want our queso? And I'm like, absolutely, we want the queso. Give me whatever you got. Like, I want the standing grease. Like in the queso, man, like if we're gonna eat it, we're gonna do it the right way.
Yeah.
So, okay, yellow or white queso?
I mean, I have something to say about it, but yeah, go.
White.
If you walk into a restaurant, you sit down, and you look at the menu, and it says cheese sauce, get up and walk out. Walk out. Like it has to say queso. So that's my 2 cents on it.
So, but you gotta answer the question though, yellow or white?
White for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with some jalapenos.
If it's gonna be colored, it's because the grease and the stuff that's in it.
Yeah.
That's the way I view that. I feel like it's just not. It's not got the right mixture. I don't know all the cheese types and sorts. I don't know. I wouldn't even begin to know that stuff. And it's even better when it comes in a molcajete.
Yes.
Like in one of those bad boys, like a properly seasoned one of those things. There's a guy I watch on YouTube. Actually, Carter likes watching it, and he'll show it like, oh, I got a new molcajete. I'm like, I don't even know what that is, but I love this. He's like, we're gonna do the whole. And it's like, we're gonna season it. You're gonna flip it upside down, and you're gonna go. I'm like, why are we seasoning the bottom of this guy, right? Like, it was like, he goes, you want it everywhere. It's got the flavors coming through the whole thing. I'm like, bro, I don't even know what this thing is made from, right? The only thing I can think of is it's made from the same material that, what are the rocks that they, curling stones. It's got to be made from the same material as the curling stones, right?
Boy.
You know, because that's one of those things going, like, there's one island in the world they get those from. You didn't know that. Yeah.
I didn't know what those stones.
Yeah, that's like a very specific stone comes from a very specific island, and they're like running out, you know, because there's only that island that they're pulling it from.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just think that molcajete is made from that because I don't know what it is. So
I don't either.
yeah, me either.
You guys are kind of blowing my mind.
Yeah,
now.
No.
I wish we had it dialed in. I'd be like, you know, all those. We haven't figured that out yet. So, nonetheless, but okay, cool. Now, I always see you with a Mountain Dew, so I do have to ask about that. Big Mountain Dew person?
Yeah, I don't drink coffee.
No
I'm
coffee.
never big into hot drinks unless if it's freezing outside, I might do a hot chocolate. But my caffeine I get from Mountain Dew.
How many Mountain Dews do you drink a day?
Now probably one,
Okay.
maybe a half of one.
You said you get your caffeine from it because I'm curious. Because I looked one day because I don't drink it because of Beth with the citrus or whatever. I looked at one day in comparison, like a bottle of Mountain Dew versus like Pepsi or Coke. I was blown away at the caffeine levels difference. Like it's like 45 milligrams of caffeine, 155. It is. Wow. Like I was like, no wonder kids are just like, I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew.
It's like energy drink equivalent.
Yeah.
And then imagine if you're getting the full sugared version.
Yeah. See, now I've got the zero sugar,
See?
but you know.
Oh, zero sugar. Let me take a look. Yeah. Now, do you do one of these in the morning when you wake up?
Sometimes.
That little jolt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you get out of bed and you have this.
No, I mean, it's not like sitting by my bed.
He's got a refrigerator next to it, a little cooler with Mountain Dews dialed in at, 48 degrees.
On the way to work, I might stop and get one. I've actually been trying to stop drinking so much pop. And I wanted to get one of those, I don't know what it's called, but it's the water and you can carbonate
Stream?
it. Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm unsure about it. I don't know. Have you guys tried it or heard about it?
Never done one of those before.
Yeah. I've had one before.
Maybe we should do a review on it.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely. And this is sponsored. Just wait, guys. Just wait for it. Nah. Yeah. So you've used the Soda Stream.
I've used the Soda Stream. I mean, stick with your Mountain Dew. I don't know.
Okay.
It is what you think it is. And you have to, you add the O2 or whatever it is to get it to carbonate.
Yeah.
And, it's fun, but it's more fun than it is tasteful. But if you're trying to get away with it, away from it and its flavor and its water, then maybe, yeah.
I think it's just like when I eat something, I like to have something carbonated. You know what I mean? Like back when I was drinking, I couldn't eat and drink at the same time. I don't know why I would always order pop. You know what I mean? But now I might have one in the morning or I might have one on the way home. But yeah. Now it's juice or water. Gotta stay hydrated.
Gotta stay
Stay
hydrated.
hydrated.
Okay. All right. Get yourself on a Walla.
Believe
I mean,
me.
they make they're the
Walls are
all of the
good,
craze
What is
now.
A
What is it?
Walla.
A Walla. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who comes up with these names, guys? I'm gonna be
It's
So
a
I know
water.
why they come up with the name, but yeah, it's a water like cup,
It's like you know what a Stanley is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's their like cousin. I don't know. It's the next version of a Stanley.
So apparently, when you're drinking it like this, and you're like facing something like the camera, if I'm drinking it right now, you look like a koala bear. So they named it a Walla. So next time you want to see if you look like a koala bear drinking in a Walla, that's what you look like.
Okay.
You guys should fact check that. We are 20 minutes into this, so please fact check that. And if you're in the comments on YouTube, definitely put that down below if that's true or not. Maybe tag the video that explains that. Are you serious?
I'm serious, yeah.
Koala.
I learned this like a few weeks ago.
Oh, it's that recent. Okay, that's
Yeah.
I believe you then.
Yeah.
I believe you.
I didn't fact check it. I literally went
don't
to the
know if I
mirror
believe
and
That's how you fact check it. You're like, wow, I look like a koala.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is that where they got this from? You're like, sweetheart, come check this out. I'm like,
Yes.
wow. She's like,
Yeah.
good gracious. That's so funny. That's great. That's great. Well, if you haven't seen our questionnaire, definitely check it out so you can join the podcast. One of the things you're going to notice on here is we do ask if we're going to talk about politics, and Jason is an avid not politic talker, so we're not going to talk about it tonight. No, and honestly, I appreciate this will be my one plug about politics. I don't know enough about it in that perspective, and I love when people say that openly.
Yeah.
Right, because so many people will not know enough about it, but have a great deal of an
Voice, yeah.
opinion and voice of
Yeah.
it. So the fact that you're like, man, I don't really know enough about
Right,
it to have a
right.
conversation, like to have an argument. I'm like, thank you. I can get behind that
Yeah.
because that's that. So
Yeah, people come up and start talking about this and that and this politician and this president, and I'm like,
Look, I didn't pay attention in history class, so I don't know.
I still try to understand. I mean, I understand why it's important, but I still wonder why we need to remember what like all the presidents, what they were. I mean, there's a textbook for it now, right? Like I'm gonna be honest with you.
got
Like,
So much different.
I'm just saying,
yeah.
like I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, do you remember how much? Like thinking about that, how much knowledge, how with Parker in school and with kids in school, right? Like, how much do they not have to remember now that we had to remember when we were going through school? Think of that perspective. It's like I cannot think of any moment where Skylar or Sydney or Carter are going to go through school, whether it's at Tree or anywhere, and they're going to be like, all right, class, we're going to go through the presidents now. And I'm like, all right. And this was the 33rd president. Tell me which that one was. And what year was he president? And I'm like, no, I swear that was something we had to do as a kid. So
Heather, my wife, she can tell you all the presidents when they were, what year or what number.
Wow, that's good.
A little bit of history about each one. She's a big history buff. But we actually took some trips to some national parks over the summer, and I took her to DC. She'd never been to DC, and there was a little spot that had like all the presidents and what number they were, and I told her, okay, turn your back, go from start to finish, or start to today, and she every single one.
She did it.
Every single one.
She was looking at her phone when she turned. She was like, yeah, that's fire away. No, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. Is there any like special things she likes about history, or she just has like a great deal of knowledge in history?
Both. She's really big on battles, like Civil War, and then presidents. Like we just actually, there's a TV show. It's not really, there's a lot of cussing for no reason in it, but we watched it on Netflix about Garfield. Or was it Garfield? Yeah, one of them. Death by Lightning, I think is the name.
And she enjoyed that.
Yeah.
She loves stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very, very cool.
She's gonna kill me because I'll talk about her.
Was she not supposed to be brought into the conversation?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's funny. I'm surprised though. We're bouncing around here on stuff. I'm surprised we're back to sports here, guys, because it is something we ask about. I'm surprised you didn't put, instead of what sports do you watch, like OSU, Bengals. You just didn't name your teams. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I appreciate your avidness of like, that's my team. That's what I watch, not like I watch sports. And I love that. That was kind of funny. Well, first, I don't know what you were wearing. It was probably it was a Cincinnati hat the first time I met you.
Yeah.
Right. And I swear you have like a different, your team hat on every time. That's just great. Like I love seeing when people are like that. I also give a lot of people crap about it too, but you're bigger than me, so I'm not going to do that. You're much taller than I am.
You made me sit by this.
Yeah, you guys can't see. That was when he walked in. When he walked into the studio, the basement. That's on the wall right there, and I told him he gets to sit next to it. Yeah, careful. We don't know what all the gestures are. Sometimes it may zoom in, so if it flickers, it's because it's trying to show something beautiful up on the wall, which is the Red Sox. Yeah. So, just to let you guys know. Careful now. Careful now. All right. All right. Fun. All right. So you had put on your favorite piece of advice you've ever received. Tell us about it. Do you remember?
Favorite piece of advice I ever received. I don't remember what I put in the questionnaire, but I would have to say,
see if you get to
treat others as you want to be treated.
That's it. You got it. Nice job. Yeah.
You answered truthfully on this thing. That's good.
I seen the reflection through the.
Yeah. It zoomed in. He was like zoom in.
No, I think that was actually from my dad.
Okay.
It was instilled with my dad. He was always, even as a little, not just being nice to my sister, but it was all the neighborhood kids. I mean, come home and get in a fight. And, okay, if you treat them like that, they're going to treat you back the same way.
Sure.
So I was always, that just stuck with me after, going to middle school and then getting into high school, getting friends and, having fights or disagreements with people.
Sure.
You only learn once how they're going to treat you after the same way you treat them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great advice.
Yep. Good friend told me the other day, just always do the right thing. Yeah. That's going to stick. That's going to stick with me a lot. Like I'll be honest with you. It's not hard to do the right thing. It might be difficult in the sense of like what the outcome of doing the right thing is, but doing the right thing is tough. And treating others, like you said, like, that you want to be treated. I mean, we teach our kids that all the time. It's like, hey, should hit your sister. Do you want her hitting you? You know what I mean? It's like, it's as simple as that. It's such a rudimentary like perspective, but people don't, people have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
I think of it like this, like driving down the road, honking at somebody that's not driving nicely.
Right.
Well, they kind of deserve that they're not driving well, but like, I don't know. Beth is always, I remember one of the things Beth used to tell me, it's like, you don't know what that person's going
exactly.
through.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you're probably right. But they should drive faster still because they need to get there quicker. Yeah. I mean, nah. Yeah. There's so many little perspectives to that that I think a lot of people miss.
Yeah. And you, like you said, you never know what somebody's going through. You don't know anybody's battles that they're going through.
Absolutely.
You see somebody and they cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
They're mad. You're mad. And now you guys are at the stoplight and you're arguing at each other and pull over. You know what I mean? And it all started from either you or he or she just found out that their parent has cancer or something.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Nobody really knows what's going on.
Yep. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, I think that's the hard perspective that nobody wants to pay attention to these days, because, it's crazy how many times you've ever caught yourself in an argument or even like your spouse, right? Like how many times you've been in an argument and you didn't ask them why they're in necessarily the mood they're in. It's probably not from the argument you're having.
Right.
It's probably because the day was really crappy and something else was going on and something else went on and that moment just was like the tipping point for the anger and frustration to come out. And that's that's what's getting shown.
Yeah.
Right. And so we get so caught up in that, and kids deal with that. They have a hard time with that emotional perspective.
And that leads into parents.
Yeah.
You have a bad day at work and you either A, go home and take it out on your kids, or not saying I do, but maybe they had a bad day.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Kids picking on them, or they just wasn't getting something right in school and they come home and they're just cranky.
Yeah.
You have to, the biggest thing I think is patience, communication. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what they went through.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. We're in a new stage with Skylar. She's hitting teenager quick. Right. I really feel that. Like, I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I'm not prepared for this years, but we got a ways to go. But like she's a very emotional kid. She probably cries when she talks to, like me. And, but like, she's very emotional. She's very in tune with those emotions too, and a lot of things. And I've realized, and I don't know why I did this, but when I first saw her just get this like glazed look over of like emotion, not like, you just be like, you get like this weird look. You see it. I immediately, the first time I was like, I stopped and I'm like, hey, what's wrong?
Yeah.
And like, I won't let her go there.
All right.
I refuse to allow her to go there. And like, we were riding home today and, Sydney, I was talking to Sydney and Carter and Skylar's in there. Everything was fine. And then all of a sudden she like had one of those moments. And it was one of those things that I like stop. And Sydney's like, she's just jabbering out. And Carter's like, I'm like, turn the music off. And I'm like, you guys stop. I'm like, what's wrong?
Right.
And I started to get like frustrated with her because she's not spilling it. And I was like, I don't care what's wrong. In the perspective of this it's never going to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
But like, I got to get you to get it out,
Yeah.
And to her project that's due 2 days from now that she's got to do is like this mountain. You know what I mean? It's like this mountain that all of a sudden just consumed her mind.
Yeah.
Because we went from everything's fine, car ride's fine, the day was fine, to that hits her like a bullet train.
Yeah.
She's checking out. And I'm like, I don't want her to do that. I refuse to allow that to consume her. Like, I have to do that as an adult. We get that as an adult. And I wish some people would be like, hey, dude, you got to snap. Like, what's going on? And that's a part of what this conversation's about. That's a part of what these are about, is like, how do we as men say, hey, man, like, I see Chase, you got something going on. Like, man, let's talk about it. Like, like, and you being okay to have that conversation with somebody, not just be like, it's just a hard day today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that. I don't, and sometimes that's all you're going to get. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's all you're going to get. If I've never asked you before and you just like, it's a hard day, you're putting it on me to ask you more questions. You know what I mean? To kind of dig a little bit. Maybe you open up, maybe you don't. Right?
Yeah.
If you don't, that's okay. But I guarantee next time when we have that you're having that situation and we crack into that, it's going to get a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in some perspective, you count on me to ask that question.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Ryan's done that for me. I have other friends that have done that for me, where they're not willing to let me just be me.
Yeah.
Right? That's what my wife does. She doesn't allow me to just be me, so why not having other men in our lives that can do that too?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I think too, like, society has really driven, things have changed over the last 10, 15, 20 years. And, when you think about those conversations, either when it's with kids or when it's with dads or other men, you already have the emotional, kind of the psychological thing going on, which would be typical 20, 30 years ago. And then add on top of that, all the things happening in society, all the issues that we have to deal with now that, that men didn't even have to deal with, however many years ago, and we're dealing with it now. And I think that, we talked about this, about just how you can see this kind of transition of men going from, being the father figure, being the head of the household or whatever, and this increase of addiction and reliance on alcohol and, situations with suicide, and
Absolutely.
It's increasing. But men are not sitting around a table like this and having conversations about it.
Nope.
So it's it's an interesting thing, and I think that's why that shameless plug, but I think that's why this podcast is so great, because it allows us to have these conversations and get this out there, because there's undoubtedly a lot of people that are dealing with this.
Oh, yeah.
We'll hear your stories, our stories, whatever, and connect, and it's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was listening to a book. So somebody had told me the other day, like, your kids should watch you read the Bible, right?
Mhm.
Like, you can't just get the Bible out on your own time. Having them see you in the Bible and the Word is extremely important. I do a poor job at that. Now, there's things that I do, but I'm trying to do better at it and stuff like that. I also realize that, and for the longest time, I've not been a reader. I'm not a reader. Like, I'm very bad at reading. My comprehension of reading is just
Unless there's pictures.
miserable. Yeah. Like, I had to like scratch and sniff books. But I always. So what's funny is, I always, I can't forget where I'm going with this, but I do know where. I still know. So let me make sure I tie this back together. But, so somebody told me that, and somebody also was talking about reading and, different things and stuff. And one day I told Beth, I was like, I just want to start reading. I want to start reading. Well, I want to start listening to books. I want to use my time differently.
Yeah.
I drive to Zanesville. At that time, I was driving 2 to 3 days a week. I spend an hour, 15, hour and a half there and back. That's 3 hours a day, minimum in the car at least. And, I was using it for other things. I'd pray. I'd, write songs. I'd, listen to music. I love music. Huge. That's up there.
Yeah.
But I didn't use it wisely. And so one day I was like, I'm just going to find a book. That was the most difficult thing in the world, by the way.
Yeah.
If you don't read, finding books to read is hard. So I'd have Beth help me with that, because I don't even know how to find a book. All right. So found some books, and I started reading, and it's been like a very huge thing for me. Actually, I'm like on my 7th book, right? In a very short period of time reading, which has been fantastic. But one of the things, and tying it back to, I don't know the exact date, but it said in like 1957, they did a calculation of the amount of data that we intake in the period between 18 whatever to 1957 is the same amount of data that we intake every day.
Yeah.
Now.
Huh.
Like our eye gates, and somebody have used these words before. Our eye gates and ear gates are exploding, and it's like we talk about all that stuff, and just not being willing to like control what's going in our eyes, what's going in our ears, what's coming out of our mouth, right, and all that. Like, we lose control of that because we're constantly like you would be surprised, like, if you listen to the radio versus you listen to like Spotify, or if you listen to like a playlist. Like, imagine a playlist is something you curated, has no ads. Spotify is a playlist that has some ads.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The radio has ads. You know what I mean? So it's like media has curated all these different ways. And it's not until you get down to the very end, which most people don't want to, because they don't want to create a playlist that they listen to over and over and over again. They get tired of it. So we revert back to so much more information coming to us. You know what I mean? Instead of just being silent or whatever it might be. And in that same book, he was talking about Mr. Rogers, how, and I didn't realize this, he would have a minute. Every time he would sit down for a meeting, he would say, all right, guys, we'll be silent for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be like the most painstaking thing for everybody. And it was talked about, he met with the president, right? And he got invited to the Oval Office or whatever at some point in time before he had passed away. And it was like, when they held the meeting, he was like, hey guys, we're going to sit for a minute in silence. And then he would always ask a question of like, I want you to think of somebody you're thankful for during this time. And then he won some award or something on TV this was later in life, not too long ago in perspective. And when he went and accepted his award, he did the same thing. And it's like, and it's not asking for a moment of silence. He asked for silence to get your like mind right. You know what I mean? And again, it's all about like, we're in so much stuff. Right. And if we think it's bad, like, our kids are going to be even worse.
Oh, yeah.
holy moly. Like, this is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to stuff that we have. So, I said a lot without saying a lot, but
it
like,
was
I
good.
just,
Yeah.
like, you know, we've had moments of conversation about, you know, what we're intaking, and, you know, a lot of that has to go from our past, or, you know, and where we're going and what we're trying to do with our kids, or, you know, various things. But in all reality, more so than ever in today's society, should we be that much more concerned about what we have going on and about the conversations. And those things are keeping us from having these meaningful conversations.
Agree.
So,
Yeah.
but
Good.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. There's a point in the episode, which is about now. Look at that. We've been watching this for 84 minutes. I'm just kidding. No. So there's a moment in the episode where we give you an opportunity. You got any questions for us? Anything you want to know about the What's Up Dad podcast? Anything you got for us? Because we have a cheat sheet. You got nothing.
Winning lottery numbers. I don't play the lottery, but you guys got them.
Do not have
I
those.
did not have them, yeah.
No. Okay.
But you did answer our question on the Facebook page about what would you buy. Actually,
yeah.
he said crave case, White Castle crave case. If you won the lottery, it's like $1 billion right now. Jason Dunn would buy a crave case. So
Crave case.
I thought that was good.
I mean, if getting a little
with
crazy,
cheese.
getting a little crazy, beef bologna. It's a cut.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I'd even drive myself to Amish country to get it. Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't even have to have a drive. Like, let's not be on. Like, let's be honest. I wouldn't have to go. Like, I would just take the trip and not worry about it.
You might know that I'm a little rich because I'm buying beef bologna. Yeah.
That's right.
That's the signs. The
That
signs
is
will
the
be there.
sign. That is the sign.
So how many episodes have you guys done?
He's asking podcast specific.
Oh,
questions,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you didn't even pay attention to this before
Just that was the
you didn't even know that this existed until you signed up for it, is what you're saying. Got it. Did you do any background check on the podcast before you signed
I
up?
feel like I'm being interrogated.
Good. You should, because the way you just asked me.
I went back and looked on Facebook on
Okay.
the site and
Okay.
I've seen some, but then it was kind of a little confusing because it was
I see how it is.
Yeah, you're
Making
currently
fun
in some guy's basement. You've never met before. You don't know anything. There's lights on you. Is this even a podcast?
of- That's the way it
Wait a
feels.
second, where am I?
No, it's a good question. So, in the episode before you, right? So the 20th episode. So this is technically going to be the 23rd episode. Yeah. Sorry, numbers are all jacked up in my head, but yeah. So whatever episode this comes out to be, 23rd. He knows that better than I do. That's how many there have been.
Okay.
This would be the 20th episode is when Ryan joined.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if that gives you any perspective.
It's 22, actually. This is the 22nd episode.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
This is the 22nd episode. Don't believe me
One
what I say.
take wonder. We don't
Yeah.
know.
My fault. Yeah. Yeah. So so 22nd 22nd episode.
Yeah, and I wasn't like,
Uh huh.
you know, I just wanted to because I seen a little bit and I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
This is the first 'tis the season.
Right.
Correct.
Tis the season.
Yep.
We're in that now.
Yeah.
There was
Very
season
cool.
1, season 2, which is, if you want to listen to that, that's just
It's
Beth
real,
and
it's
Grace.
real long. It's a real long one. Bam.
And
One
then,
episode.
Yeah, we just kicked off the Tis the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
We weren't sure. We weren't sure how to bring it back. Right. You know, it's funny. Like I still get, you know, because I never canceled Buzzsprout or whatever where we host this stuff. And every month I get a report like, you had all these people listen to your podcast. I'm like, really? It's been like 9 months since we did a podcast. Like, they're still listening to it. This is great. You know, it's extremely difficult, and I'm really appreciative that you signed up. Right. And I'm appreciative of Ryan for encouraging people and getting out there to do that, and like where he's bringing the energy to this whole thing. I'm also not going to be the only guy sitting on this side and controlling this either.
Yeah.
We're just getting used to these conversations. So, but it's hard to get guys to talk about stuff. I mean, I ran the podcast for 19 episodes, and I think 2 of them I did by myself, 1 with Beth, so that's 3. I did 1 was a follow-up with a guy, so that you take that out of there, that's technically 4. So there was like 16 or 15 episodes with other guys, and it was painful. It's painful. Now, I'm thankful for every one of those guys that was on there.
Yeah.
Those guys stuck their neck out there, and honestly, I would openly have them back for another one in whatever capacity they would want. We could set this up and run it back.
Yeah.
Because I'd love to get a follow-up on their story, even though he doesn't like my titles. I've realized that, to the episodes. But
That's a whole nother podcast.
whole another
We
podcast.
talk about episodes.
No, but in all honesty, it was very difficult. You know, it's not that I don't have friends. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't have guys. Like it was just a struggle to get men to do that.
No.
Now, I will tell you this, being that Ryan and I were like super excited about this, we're back in the thing. We know we know what we're doing now as of like now, right? But before this stuff, like I've felt a renewed energy from this guy here on getting it out there, and we have more people sign up in a quick period of time. And honestly, I'm not afraid to. I'm also in a stage of life where I'm not afraid to ask somebody, and I know he's not because he asked me to do this, right? Like, so I'm not afraid to ask anybody, and I'm committed to the vision, right, of the What's Up Dad podcast, opening up and having real conversations with men.
I think it's a very cool platform. That's what I told you guys on the, and it's hard to get guys to talk about not sit on here and talk about their feelings, but talk about their feelings,
Mm-hmm.
Unless we were, a lot of guys won't open up unless you said it earlier, unless they know you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not difficult, and you're not going to look any less of a man by saying how you feel.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of it has to do with how are men going to respond?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There's times where there's some people I can't open up to. Right. I'm gonna be honest with you. We can read the room. Right. But at the end of the day, just us being vulnerable enough to do that. That's something I've realized today. There's a guy that hopefully he's going to be on the podcast one day. Like out of the blue, we were supposed to have a meeting today. I ended up canceling it because our day ran astray, and I ended up canceling it. And the same token, I was like, hey man, like, by the way, like, I think you would be a great fit for the podcast. And I just went on a ledge. Like, this is not something I would normally do.
Yeah.
And he's like, send it to me. I'd love to hear it. I didn't even know you did this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's somebody that I've known for years now. You know what I mean? I've known for years. And it's funny that there's just these points in life where you're going to meet people and you're going to have these conversations, and you're going to feel better in your skin about your faith, about who you are and what you have going on. But I would also encourage the listeners, the men or the women, whoever's listening. And I know there are women that listen to this because we could see, like, it's okay to have conversations anytime with people. Right? You don't have to, there doesn't need to be a big Holy Spirit movement for this to happen. Holy Spirit's moving with you regardless, right? Like you don't need them to knock on your shoulder or any of that stuff. Like take the leap. And I promise you it will be well received. Those conversations will be well received. So,
Absolutely.
But yeah,
It's great.
yeah. Anything else for us?
Give us a final thought.
Yeah. Final thoughts.
Oh, put me on the spot right at the end. Come on. No, just I enjoyed being on here. I would do this anytime. Yeah. You put me on the spot. I don't know.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, okay. Bowl game prediction.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Give me some bowl game predictions. What do we got? If we're looking at it, give me some bowl game predictions.
So
we'll talk sports, guys. Like, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm, but we're going to come back to put you on the spot, though. So be prepared.
Yeah, so be thinking about it.
We're going to play Texas A&M.
Okay.
Well, if we figure out what we did wrong against, I know what we did wrong. You guys know what we did wrong.
Absolutely. We know what we did
I
wrong.
sure hope Ryan Day knows what we did wrong.
Yeah. He let Brian Hartline go.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he's still supposed to be there.
No, he's not. That's a bunch of crock.
Yeah,
We'll get.
He's not there. Yeah.
But if it turns out like it did last season, where we lost to Michigan and then we go in the playoffs and just wreck house, I'm hoping that's what happens. We go to Texas A&M, we go down to Texas and play them, and then I hope we get a rematch against Indiana, and we show Indiana, if anybody lives in Indiana, sorry, because we're going to annihilate you this time.
Yeah. Second time will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see Ohio State go to the national championship, and we play Indiana and we beat them 35-17.
Ooh.
There it is.
Wow, that's a pretty bold
35%.
statement.
That
You've
is a
thought
bold
about that.
statement.
You've thought about that.
I have.
That was your original score, I think,
It
for
was.
the Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen.
All right.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have you ever seen somebody get like negative points or have 2 turnovers in one play?
Yes. It
Yeah.
just happened.
Just freaking happened. You want to know a fun fact about that? You want to know fun? And then we're bringing you back to putting you on the spot for the final thought, by the way. I'm just giving you enough time to think about this. So, fantasy football, right? You guys know Beth joined our family league this year in
Mhm.
fantasy football. She spends a great deal of time changing out players, and she's done extremely well. She finished second in our league.
Wow.
She's done great. She's like, it's a new form passion of hers, right? And so this is the last week. This was the last week as you're going into playoffs or whatever. Jalen Hurts is my starting quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah,
How'd that
yeah.
work out?
It was fantastic. Absolutely. I'm like a 99% to 1 to win the game. And it's Smith. Yeah, Smith and Hurts are the last 2 players that I have. I got to score 15 points, and I think I went backwards. I literally think I went back. I didn't even pay attention to it. I didn't even pay attention to it. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And I got beat by the last person in the league.
I didn't know that was even possible to get 2 turnovers, 2 turnovers by the same person in the same game, in the same play. And,
That's a lot.
yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Did you
I
guys
saw
know
that.
about that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
I
I
that's
didn't
why I
watch
asked.
the game, but I
Absolutely watched the highlights because I wanted to know how I got defeated that bad. Like I literally, like it just yeah. So, anyways, final thoughts. What you got?
I really don't. I enjoyed this. I love talking with you guys. I'll do it again. And if any of you guys out there want to come on and talk, I'm sure these guys would be more than happy to. Yeah, I'm down to answer any questions. If there's any comments in the chat. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Awesome.
Final for me.
No, you've been
That was
great.
excellent.
You've been
Yeah.
great. No, thanks for popping on here again, you guys. We do the What's Up Dad podcast. It releases every
Friday.
Thank you. I'm glad you know that. Every Friday it'll be released. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, on all the channels. So you don't, if you want to watch us, obviously we're here. Check out. We're trying to do some cool stuff throughout the weeks on marketing and just like, dad advice, just some different stuff at the end of the day. That's been one of the cool things that you brought to the table, Ryan. So definitely check us out on all those platforms. Make sure you save. I don't know, is that what you save a podcast? Like you favorite it or something? You download
Follow it.
You follow it.
Yeah.
Follow the podcast.
Follow
Follow the
the podcast.
podcast. Follow us on all the platforms. And guys, just take a look out for the next one. If you want to be on the episode, there's a form somewhere down below. It'll be tagged in the comments. It'll be down below. Definitely fill it out. Don't be afraid. And you can be remoted in, so you don't have to be here in person. We would love for you to be in person, but you do not have to be here with us. We can make that work too. So, all right, guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks.
What's up, Dad? Hey, Dad. What's up?